Just got a video of my cat.
Imagine the pilot of an airplane was as confident as you are texting and driving. Seems kind of crazy when you put it like that.
Visit StopTextStopWrecks.org. A message brought to you by the National Highway Traffic Safety Administration, Project Yellow Light, and the Ad Council.
This is how we do every day. We be grinding, and if you want to come and text us,
if you love them enough to turn off your music and pretend like their music is your music.
This is Mommy's jam.
Then surely you'll check nhtsa.gov/the right seat to make sure they're in the right car seat.
Let's play it again.
Check today at nhtsa.gov/the right seat. Brought to you by the National Highway Traffic Safety Administration and the Ad Council.
Ashiro's work is never done. You care for the house, the kids, and our future. We're so grateful for all you do. Now it's time to care for yourself and save a little more for retirement. A free 3-minute online chat can give you the personalized tips you need to boost your retirement savings now. Visit aceyourretirement.org/Shiro today.
A public service announcement brought to you by AARP and the Ad Council.
Live from the heart of Lincoln, America, welcome to Ticket Weeknights on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
Welcome, everybody, to Late Night in Lincoln. Disregard the intro, but Ticket Weeknights.
Just half of it.
Ticket Weeknights, Late Night in Lincoln. It could be the same thing, the way you look at it, but this is Late Night in Lincoln with me, Nick Whyman, along here with Harrison Arens. Harrison's been here Monday night. There's a Monday night football game tonight. Last one we're going to get, well, we have the championship, the college football championship next week. Let me slow my horse there. There is a Monday night football game, not Monday night football, but there is a Monday night football game that was tonight.
That was in the college realm.
Yes. Tonight we had Texans and Steelers. Wrapping up a crazy.
I just had it up there on my screen. I want to hear your thoughts on the game because I was just peeking at it from the corner of my eye.
I mean, why don't we give you the stage here? We let you. You got a little bit of what you saw. What'd you see?
Texans defense just was way too good. The Steelers didn't stand much of a chance in that one. You knew you were looking at the number 2 scoring defense in the entire league, and they showed it right then and there by getting a forced fumble, running that thing. Did they run that one in the end zone?
And they had an interception too. So you
interception late.
So you
really
knew what happened. You knew what happened. You knew what happened from even though you're hosting multiple different shows, different topics. You got the gist of it. 402-464-5685. If you want to chime in here, Harrison and me will be here for the next hour with you. We got a lot to talk about. It's a big Monday. Obviously, the weekend was huge. NFL. We're going to start with the NFL. Tonight, Texans 30-6 in the 4-5 matchup. Texans, obviously, the wild card, rolling coming into the playoffs. Steelers only 6 points.
How did Aaron Rodgers do?
The offense just had no rhythm. They couldn't get anything established. Chris Boswell made 2 kicks, and that's about it. There was nothing to really.
Was it that bad of a game from Rodgers, though, or did it feel like it was just the entire offense was sluggish?
I mean, going into the fourth quarter, it was 7-6. It's like, okay, maybe the Steelers kind of just plugged something together on one drive, and here they are. They move on, kind of like last week against the Ravens.
Yeah.
That didn't happen. And defense, I think the Texans' best offense is their defense, if that makes any sense.
Yeah, even if they're not getting points, they're dominating field position. And they're making it that much easier for the offense to at least get a field goal. And that was the first half. Or the first quarter. I can't remember exactly what was
Boswell had the 2 field goals. Then Christian Kirk caught a 6-yard touchdown pass from C.J. Stroud. That's what gave them a 7-3 lead. Obviously, Boswell made a second field goal. And the fourth quarter came around. We had some field goals. Sheldon Perkins, a 33-yard fumble return after Aaron Rodgers stripped. And then a rushing touchdown by Woody Parks. And then the cap it all off, a 50-yard pick 6 from Kalen Bullock. So 2 defensive touchdowns tonight for the Texans, which the broadcast tonight made it seem like this could be it for Aaron Rodgers. I know they did it way back in 2021 when they lost on Sunday Night Football, but they really milked it in. And he didn't get to finish the game. Mason Rudolph finished the game at quarterback.
Didn't see that.
Very weird. I don't think it was injury related. They didn't say anything that was injury related, but Mason Rudolph threw a pass for 2 yards, 1 for 2.
All right, at least he was 100%.
I guess it's something to look at. I mean, Mason Rudolph's been around for a while there.
I think it's a two-parter, right? Do the Steelers hold on to Mike Tomlin?
I mean,
because if they don't, they're definitely not holding on to Aaron Rodgers. And then the second part, does Aaron Rodgers even come back?
I mean, Mike Tomlin at this rate, I mean, I think you have to stick with him. He's been there for how many years, 20 plus years. And you've already rode with him through all the 9-8s. This is a 10-7 season. Obviously, it came down to the end. I think you have to keep him.
Well, your rival's gone too, and John Harbaugh.
I think you have to keep him because I think Mike Tomlin's good enough to win you that division. Because you have the Browns, who are going to be the Browns, which who knows with them. You have this, yourself, the Steelers, who are going to win 9+ games, regardless of who's quarterback. It feels like defense will carry enough. The Ravens obviously are going through a drastic change that they haven't had really in their franchise history much. And then the Bengals, they just cannot ever shake off the injury bug, or defense can never get a big stop. I think you ride it out with Mike Tomlin. I think he's a good coach. I know there's a lot of social media likes to push that, 9-8 or whatever, but he gets you to the playoffs. A lot of franchises would. I mean, you're a Bears fan.
Yeah.
Getting to the playoffs once is awesome. Imagine going to the playoffs every year, regardless if you win or lose.
Yeah, it'd be awesome.
I mean, the Steelers, can you name the last time they won a playoff game? I have it down.
Do you have to go back to
You do have to go back.
Ben?
I mean, yeah, Big Ben, obviously. He was the guy.
It's crazy. They get there so many times.
I'll give you
2012?
It's closer than that. It hasn't been that long.
Okay.
So
we'll go 2017.
You're close. 2016 playoffs. They beat the Miami Dolphins 30-12 in the wild card round. January 8th, 2017. So we're coming up on 10 years.
That is insane.
That was against Matt Moore's led Miami Dolphins.
That's right.
That was when Matt Moore took that big hit. Jake Sorensen probably remembers that one pretty well. Jake Sorensen, big Dolphins fan, obviously, on early break. But yeah, that was the last one. Then they lost to the Jags in the divisional round in 2017, lost to the Browns in 2020 when Baker Mayfield got the Browns a playoff win.
That's right. That was the playoff win.
48-37.
Wow.
That game. And then they lost to the Chiefs in the wild card round in 2021, 42-21. Then in 2023, lost the Bills 31-17. Lost to the Ravens 28-14. And then you go to tonight. So the last time, I mean, that is a crazy stat for a team that's consistently
in the playoffs.
Like, you'd think one would fall your way.
Yeah, that's a tough pill to swallow. I think we actually talked about that last week when we were talking about it. You gave me the amount of years how many playoff games in a row the Steelers have lost. Well, add one to the list there.
And they were on that 20+ year win streak on Monday Night Football. But that's a regular season stat. So technically that is still going on as we speak, dating back to 1991. But they lost on Monday night. I thought they maybe I was watching the game and it was 7-6. And it was like, okay, this is kind of like last week against the Ravens on that final game, pretty much the play-in game for the AFC North.
Yep.
And I was thinking, like, okay, maybe Rodgers will just throw, a game-winning touchdown, lead him down the field, defense will make a stop. Because the Texans' offense wasn't doing much. They were moving the ball, but they were just settling for field goals. And then the defense stepped up. Their defense is their best offense, and that's a scary matchup.
Well, their defense outscored their entire offense. If they're just the one.
And that's just saying, like, what if the Texans, they play the Patriots next week? What if their offense gets going and their defense plays like this? They're going to be hard to beat.
That's why I'm like the Texans. I'm not looking at the Texans-Patriots game as the Patriots for a clear favorite. I mean, Texans defense is so good. We'll see what Drake May can do now I'll tell you what, if he cuts through that Texans defense like Swiss cheese, good luck for the next dynasty from the Patriots if he just runs through them. And then if he does it back to back, because I think, whether the Broncos, the Bills defense is a little bit weaker, but it'll be just really impressive if he breaks through and looks awesome versus the Texans. This is going to be just the defensive playoffs. It feels like from here, especially on that AFC side.
Let's go back to the beginning of Wild Card Weekend. We had the Rams and the Panthers on Saturday. Crazy game. I thought the Rams had this game just wrapped up right away because they went up right away with 2 touchdowns from Puka Nacua, and it was like, all right, the Panthers, you guys don't look like you really belong here. And I was thinking, maybe the Panthers weren't built for this moment yet. But they hung around. They took the lead in the fourth quarter, and then all of a sudden, you have a game. And 28 total points in that fourth quarter. Matthew Stafford leads a game-winning drive. I was here during that because we were broadcasting the high school game, the Lincoln Southwest West Side game. I guess what'd you see from that game between the Rams and the Panthers?
Panthers are a lot better than people give them credit for. I mean, the thing is, for me, does this cool off my hopes and thoughts for the Rams down the stretch here? I think the Panthers were a lot better than people like to give them credit for. You go back, they won that game versus the Rams earlier in the regular season. It's not like the Panthers didn't have the recipe on how to take down the Los Angeles Rams. For me, the biggest thing was I don't know if this takes down the Rams stock. I think the Rams are probably still the favorite. You can go Seahawks or Rams. Me biased will obviously say Chicago Bears.
Yeah. We knew that was coming. We all knew that.
We'll get to that game eventually. It's the highlight.
It's the next game. We're going in order.
But even the Eagles, I think you want to always give them their credit. They are the defending champs, and they kind of went out with a whimper. A little bit of we'll probably get on that one too. Some sideline fiascos, but I have not wavered on my Rams stock.
I haven't either. They're my Super Bowl pick. I think Matthew Stafford is. I mean, you could say Drake May. I think Matthew Stafford's the MVP. I think
he's got 46 touchdowns
on
the year.
You lose to the Falcons at the end of the year, okay, but it's the body of work. It's not 1 week.
Exactly.
It's the body of work. And I think Matthew Stafford, I mean, people were talking about his back during training camp. He put the team on his back when he saw in the 2-minute drill. And they're still playing. Matthew Stafford, I mean, a lot of people wrote him off. 46 touchdowns, 8 picks. He leads the league in touchdowns. Yeah. 4,707 yards, also leads the league. He's fourth in QBR with 71.1.
And Drake May is about 10 touchdowns short.
Exactly. And he's got the yardage, only 8 turnovers. A lot of those came in one game.
And I don't like using the record thing or strength of schedule, but if you really on a coin toss, then I think it is fair to go to, okay, well, who'd you have to play in the regular season? How good were the defenses? Well, Stafford also had to go against much tougher teams.
He played the 49ers twice.
Yes.
Plays the Seahawks twice.
And that's not anything against Drake May. You play who's on your schedule, but if we're really between splitting hairs here, one's got more touchdowns and one's got the tougher schedule. And yardage, he wins that battle too. Interceptions, that's the only tie on the board, I think, is their interception total.
And 46 touchdowns will win you MVP in a lot of seasons.
Yeah, if it goes to Drake May, I'm going to think something is just fraudulent with the voting.
The Patriots bias, maybe? No. Let's get into that Saturday night game. We got the Bears, Packers. I left here Saturday night. It's all I see is why is Ben Johnson going for it on 4th down? What is he doing? He's Dan Campbell in the playoffs 2.0. I'm like, man, are they really going to, the Packers, the 7 seed, really going to pull it off? It's 21-6.
21-3.
Fourth quarter's coming up. Packers just scored a touchdown. And I'm like, okay, it's Matthew Golden's first touchdown of the year. It's okay, maybe that gives the Packers momentum here. And then Caleb Williams throws a 4th down pass. It gets caught. Zacchaeus touchdown. It's a 1-score game. It's all right, what's going to happen here? Somehow the Bears get the ball back again. DJ Moore, touchdown down the sideline. They take the lead. One more stand. They stop Jordan Love and the Packers on one more shot to the end zone. On a fumbled snap, it was a very weird play. But
that's what happens when you got your 3rd-string center in there. To give a little bit of grievances to the Packers, that team was really hurt. I mean, you were down to your 3rd-string center. I think that what leads to the fumbled snap there on the last play of the game. You didn't have Tucker Kraft, who was huge in the middle for him all year long. And, as much as a rivalry it is, Jordan Love played good. I can't remember which wide receiver it was. Might have been Dobbs. Someone dropped a wide open pass right in their hands on a crucial drive that would have led them to get the lead back after the Bears got to 31, and it just got dropped flat.
I mean, as a Bears fan watching this game, how stressed were you? Because, the Bears haven't been in the playoffs in a couple years. I guess
longer than that.
what was kind of running through your mind? It's 21-3 at halftime. It's oh, man, this is a nightmare scenario for Bears fans.
It's kind of been the script all year. So I did have the thought of, in my family text, my family all became Bears fans for my sake outside of my brother, who's a Packers fan. And they're rooting for the Bears, and they were kind of in the mindset of it's not looking good. And I just said there's still hope because technically there has been in a lot of these games. I'd be lying if I wasn't nervous. Obviously I was stressing out, but that's just what it's incredible. It's a game of adjustments. And I think it really showed in this one. It was a little bit of chess match between LaFleur and Ben Johnson. You saw Ben Johnson scheme some plays up later in the game. That was a lot of screen passes. And then all of a sudden, that's how they cracked DJ Moore wide open on that busted coverage, was they were setting him up throughout that second half, and they'd set them up a little bit in that first half for those guys to just, the safeties in particular, to sink down, buy in, and that what left DJ Moore wide open. And he won the chess match. He had some better pieces. Again, I'm going to give the Packers a little bit of credit here. I mean, they were not fully healthy, not in the slightest. And you had a crucial drop and a point that really, really mattered. But that's the Chicago Bears. It feels like a destiny team in the weirdest way. I mean, they just keep finding the most ridiculous ways to pull off these wins. All three of those Packers games. The Packers won one, but the Bears won the other two. They've all just been right down to the wire.
They're the Nebraska ball of the NFL. They find ways to win. Not every game is going to be pretty, but they're going to find a way to win and keep winning. Do you think it's sustainable in the playoffs, though? Because, like,
I was going to say no, but they did it in game one, and they only needed to do it 3 more times.
But now you're going from a injury. I mean, Jordan Love played a really good game, coming back 24-46, 4 touchdowns, 323 yards. But now you're playing probably the MVP.
Yeah, but the MVPs, they got an under 500 record on the road. I think the warmest game they've played in all year was like low 40s or just under 40. So,
I mean, what's the forecast?
Like the Bears,
it's time to look what the forecast for Saturday.
Cold.
Oh yeah, 21 for a high. Woo.
It's good. Yeah, by the time I'd imagine, I hope they make it a night game. We'll have to see. Because
I'm ending the segment with the game times because they have announced the game times.
Sweet.
And networks. So stick with us.
Okay.
402-464-5685. If you have any comments on the NFL playoffs, do not spoil it for Harrison as well. I've seen the game times already, so
I hope it's a night game. That would be great.
We will keep that on your back burner here.
But yeah, I think they can take on the Rams. I mean, they've had
battle tested.
The Bears actually had the toughest strength of schedule when everything was all said and done, despite everyone saying they played nobody but easy teams. So they've had a tough gauntlet. They're sitting there in the playoffs. They won the first one, and I think beating your rival is an incredibly tough thing to do in any situation, especially the playoffs. And I know they were hurt. Everyone's a little bit hurt right now. That's part of it. But I'll take the Rams. I mean, the Panthers, I think they're good. I don't think it's discredit to say, wow, the Panthers almost beat the Rams, but it does show that the Rams are human, that they're not just going to go out there and dominate everyone. Now, if we go get blown out, I'll have to come back here and apologize.
Oh, yeah.
But no, I'm not looking at the Rams as a team that's unbeatable. I think we're hosting. It's going to be a night game. They struggle on the road. I think there's more things that actually point to the Bears than the Rams.
Yeah, I mean, yeah. AFC side, and we saw the Bills and the Jags. We said this was going to be a toss-up game, and it.
I was disappointed that the Jags lost. I thought they had it.
So, how do you give up a 8-yard, like a 10-yard QB sneak? I mean, you kind of wanted them to score at that point, I guess, to an extent, just because there's so much time left, and you have Cam Little who can. I mean, he did miss a field goal in that game, but you have one of the better long-range kickers in the league. And then the Jags just turn it over. It felt like, I don't know. It was just like kind of like the Jags season as a whole. Like, it was good for a first-year head coach. It was just, they were just one step too short.
Yeah, I mean, if you're the Jags, you're sitting pretty, though. You're one of Liam Cohn.
Yeah.
You like what you're seeing. I mean, even ETN. I thought ETN was kind of like, not washed, but he was so injury-prone, and it felt like he couldn't stay healthy. And then when he was healthy, he'd be back on the team in the middle of the season when they had no hopes whatsoever of doing anything positive because they're sitting there with an awful record already. This Jaguars team's awesome. Like, I think they'll be good down the stretch here. Trevor Lawrence, I know it maybe wasn't the best showing, but they've got some pieces figured out. And the Jaguars, they got their head coach. They got their quarterback. The running back room's looking way better than I thought it would after what has been such injury prone, just the room in general. I like the Jags. The Bills, the Bills scare me in terms of I don't know if they're going to be able to pull this off.
Yeah, they're a team that's either going to win the Super Bowl or they're going to get bounced. And it's not going to be. I mean, they got the Broncos next, and we'll preview a couple of those here. We'll do a little speed run here, but that's a tough matchup. But
who do you like in the AFC right now? Because I don't like the Bills. Even if they win this game for those Broncos, you're going up against a very, very good Texans defense or a very good Patriots team. And also, I think they're, I could be wrong. Is that top 5 defense, Patriots?
I don't know. I think the Patriots defense is solid.
Yeah, top 10 probably at least.
I mean, Denver at home is hard to go against. They're kind of like the Bears. They find ways to win. I'm still sticking with my gut. I had New England, Los Angeles. The Rams. I'll clarify that. I had the Rams and the Patriots. But I don't know. It just makes sense. And you have the 2 MVP quarterbacks going up against each other. But history says that the best offense and the best defense somehow find a way to the championship. Like, Seattle, Denver a couple of years ago. This could be like a Denver against a Rams offense situation.
Usually the defense wins, though.
Exactly. So it could be, Seattle's defense is good, too. It's so up in the air. Quick thoughts, Eagles, Niners. I mean, that game was That game had it all. It was not pretty. I mean, the Eagles, what do you do next? I mean,
Get rid of A.J. Brown.
A.J. Brown, whole thing with Sirianni, they've been clashing for a bit. That's
Did you hear Tom Brady say they have a great relationship?
He did.
I'm going to call
bluff on that.
bluff.
Yes. Yeah, I don't know. A.J. Brown's, Devontae Smith drops a couple passes there too. They just have such a weird team because they got a new coordinator after Super Bowl wins and everything, and Kellen Moore leaves, and the offense just looks at times like running in mud. Saquon didn't get that explosiveness, and
He hasn't gotten that explosiveness all year. But I don't think he cracked 1,000 yards in the regular season.
the Eagles.
And last year he had 2,000 something. It's like
It was a rough year in general.
Well, and then every year there's that wide receiver who's a little bit of a diva. This year that was A.J. Brown. If we're gonna give that award out, and maybe he was right to be a diva, maybe he was wrong, but it clearly blew up in the biggest moment, the playoffs.
He cracked he had 2,005 last year. He had a 1,140 this year. And
okay, so he did get 2,000
touchdowns down from 13 to 7. So you pretty much cut his stats in half.
Yeah,
that's what the Eagles' offense looks like. No production from your all-pro running back.
Just and obviously it's more complicated than this, but it just felt like Saquon up the middle, deep ball A.J. Brown. Saquon up the middle, Saquon up the middle,
jump balls,
deep ball A.J. Brown.
So many jump balls that is this like, I don't know. It just made no sense in so many situations. And then the Niners deep. I don't know how the Niners are doing it. Robert Saleh comes back.
Kyle Shanahan's a genius.
You're missing Fred Warner. You're missing Nick Bosa. George Kittle's out now.
He's out.
How are they winning? I mean, Brock Purdy missed a handful of games, and Mac Jones looked like he could fit right in.
Kyle Shanahan. That's how you're winning games. Kyle Shanahan doesn't deserve to be. He deserves to be in the head coach of the year conversation every single year. He is so good at what he's able to do, but they win all the time, so everyone just thinks this is the standard. This team should not be having this much success. Not even close. But Kyle Shanahan, year in, year out, does this with every team he has.
He's got to win the big one, though.
He does.
He's got there, but he just hasn't won the big one, which in due time we could see. I mean, they got to go to Seattle next. That's a tough one. They just played them at their own place and got whooped.
Depends what version of Sam Darnold you get. He's been pretty solid. He's had 2 games all year where he really blew up. But
we saw Sam Darnold in the playoffs last year with the Vikings, and that was
didn't go well.
Didn't go well. So that'll have to be. I think that'll be a defensive carry game. Sunday night, last night, Patriots, Chargers, probably the dud. I mean, besides tonight, coming into tonight,
I feel like defensive was good.
I mean, yeah, but the Chargers offensive line, man, Justin Herbert, you have to feel for the guy, but at the same time, if you're the franchise quarterback that they want you to be, you got to step up in the moment.
It's tough. I mean, you're without both starting tackles, which is not great for a quarterback to just be unsure of right or left side. I'll probably get some pressure coming my way, which was true all night long.
No blind side.
Your running backs are hurt, so you're sitting there with backups there as well. You got great wide receivers. Well, I mean, you'll make a decision on Keenan now. We'll see what they do there. But you have some good talent there. But without any time in the pocket, without a run game, it's very predictable. I think it's easy for any team to scheme up against the Chargers heading into this. So I'm not out on the Chargers. I think, and again, the injury, every team gets hurt. Some teams get hurt a little bit more. And that was certainly true for the Chargers, who could not protect their quarterback all game long as a result of missing, running backs who were crucial in some protection plays. And then, of course, their 2 tackles being out. I mean, a lot of people mocked them all year.
Empower a child.
Those were backups. So, it's just one of those things where I actually feel for Jim Harbaugh. Hopefully next year they're healthy.
So I got the playoff schedule here.
Perfect. Let's hear it.
So Saturday, 3:30, Denver, Buffalo, CBS. So that will kick the Broncos get that first game. That'll be a fun one. On Fox, Saturday night, San Francisco, Seattle. That's your 7:00 game. So that's your Saturday slate. So you have both 1 seeds on Saturday.
This matters for me. They better be a late game. I work Sunday.
ESPN Sunday, a rare ESPN ABC Sunday game. I mean, for us, ABC used to be on TV all the time. Now it's like Monday Night Football.
Right.
Houston, New England.
Let's go.
So 5:30. I mean, it is a night game. You'd say the game will get over 8:00.
Yeah.
Rams, Bears will be the final divisional game of the weekend.
That's just phenomenal. That is phenomenal.
I mean, would you rather play there or Saturday night?
Oh, give me Sunday night.
It's not really. Sunday night technically, a 5:30. But that's weird because then the game's over 8, and there's nothing on after. Probably some college basketball, but it's I don't know. That's just a weird timing. That's an NBC game too. So Sunday, I don't know what's Sunday. What is it now? It's not night. It's Sunday evening football.
Yeah, there you go.
Get Carrie Underwood up for that song and get that song played. So we're going to take a break. We'll be back. We'll talk about the transfer portal, which is still evolving as we speak. And a lot of news about a former Husker quarterback. I think if you listened all day, you've probably heard a little bit about him. So we'll be back here. Late Night in Lincoln, Nick Whyman, Harrison Arens.
93.7 The Ticket is proud to provide listeners with daily opportunities to win contests and prizes on our airwaves, and would like to take this opportunity to remind you of a couple rules. All participants must be 21 or older and must wait 30 days after winning a prize to participate in another contest. Once you win, you have 30 days to pick up your prize at the KNTK Studios, 1040 O Street in Lincoln, or your prize will be forfeited. Thank you for participating in our contest, and thank you for listening to 93.7 The Ticket.
Hi, it's Alyssa, an AmeriCorps member in my second year of service. AmeriCorps is about strengthening our communities. I have been impacted the most by the lessons students have taught me. They have helped me be more patient and grow as a person in today's fast-paced world. Serving at Partnership for a Healthy Lincoln and AmeriCorps has provided me new opportunities. AmeriCorps does that for people.
Visit servenebraska.gov, paid for by Serve Nebraska, aired with the Nebraska Broadcasters Association and this station.
Want to quit tobacco? You don't have to do it alone. The Nebraska Tobacco Quit Line can help you quit any type of tobacco. We offer professional coaches to help you create a personalized quit plan with an online community to support you along the way. Plus, we'll connect you to resources like medications to help you quit, so you have everything you need to become tobacco-free. Quit with confidence. Call 1-800-QUIT-NOW. Paid for by Tobacco Free Nebraska. Aired in association with the Nebraska Broadcasters Association and this station.
Get rid of pesky critters once and for all with Bats to Rats. Their expert team is here to help you reclaim your home. No more sleepless nights caused by crawling critters or flapping wings. Bats to Rats ensures a safe environment for every family member. Check the website at batstoRats.com for amazing offers. And if you mention this ad, you'll receive $10 off your initial inspection cost. Call Bats to Rats today at 402-781-8691. That's 402-781-8691. Bats to Rats.
Concrete Industries has immediate job openings for precast production laborers and maintenance technicians. Concrete Industries offers great pay, health benefits, 401k, a wellness program, holidays, and paid time off. Apply today to earn a starting pay of $21.50 per hour plus a $1,500 hiring bonus. Concrete Industries is hiring all experience levels and offers on-the-job training. Start your career today as a precast production laborer or maintenance technician. Visit concreteindustries.com.
Bagels & Joe is the perfect place for breakfast or lunch in January. Try their hot chocolate latte, cookie croissants, and special winter flavor hot cocoa cream cheese on any bagel. 4 locations in Lincoln and 1 in Seward, Bagels & Joe.
A career providing care that matters, great wages and state benefits, a team devoted to serving Nebraska's veterans and their families. That's what you'll find at the Nebraska Department of Veterans Affairs. With openings in nursing, food service, administration, and more, our veterans homes in Bellevue, Kearney, Norfolk, and Scottsbluff have a role for you. Find your new career at veterans.nebraska.gov/employment. Sponsored by the Nebraska Department of Veterans Affairs. Aired with the Nebraska Broadcasters Association and this station.
Empire Netting and Fence delivers top quality netting and fence solutions. From major sports venues to backyard installs and everything in between, coast to coast. We take on tough jobs with grit, integrity, and a strong commitment to safety. Empire is growing, and we're hiring motivated people ready to grow with us. We build each other up, and we're building something big. Think you've got what it takes? Apply now at empire-fence.com. That's empire-fence.com.
Alexa, play 93.7 The Ticket.
Okay, playing 93.7 The Ticket.
Alexa, turn down the lights.
Dimming the lights.
Alexa, order a pizza. The big one. All the toppings.
Are you sure that's a good idea?
Alexa.
That's a lot of pizza for just one man.
Alexa, just do it. Stop judging me, just do it.
As you wish.
Thanks, Alexa. You're my best friend.
Things that impair you come in many different shapes and sizes. Some are the shape of beer and liquor bottles. Others look like cigarettes but aren't cigarettes at all. These are the things we know impair us, the things our parents warned us about. What we're not always aware of is our new prescription or the over-the-counter medicine we picked up just for allergies or a bad cold. See, it doesn't just matter how much of a substance you take. If you are impaired, driving is deceptively dangerous. Don't drive impaired. Paid for by the NDOT Highway Safety Office.
MWR, a local company of Lincoln, is proud to announce they are able to offer their own post-frame building packages in metal to anyone desiring a building, whether you're a contractor or a DIYer. They can install your building as always, and they offer multiple different rib profiles and loads of color options, including the wood grain metal at great competitive prices. You can inquire at mwrbuildingandfence.com or just draw your desired building and submit it in their contact us page, and they'll get back to you. Call MWR today at 402-540-8966.
My early Alzheimer's diagnosis was hard to take, but it gave my mom and me more time to plan together.
Talk to your family about seeing a doctor. Go to alz.org/time to talk. A message from the Alzheimer's Association and the Ad Council.
Dance like a dad. It's a great way to make a moment with your kids.
First, I hold my hands out like they're on a steering wheel. Then I look over my shoulder. Next, I put it in reverse. Beep, beep, beep.
Visit fatherhood.gov. Brought to you by the U.S. Department of Health and Human Services and the Ad Council.
Back to Late Night in Lincoln live on 93.7 The Ticket. Here are your hosts, Harrison Arens and Derek Pearson.
Not DP here. Nick Whyman alongside Harrison Arens, Late Night in Lincoln. Just wrapped up talking about the NFL playoffs. Harrison's a happy camper. The Bears are playing Sunday night.
You're damn right I'm a happy camper.
Sunday, 5:30. So either he'll come in here Monday sad or getting ready for an NFC championship game.
I'll be getting ready for an NFC championship game, or I will not be coming in on Monday. No, I'll come here.
Taking the day off after a divisional win would be a Bears fan move.
Well, actually, next week, pending. Who knows if I'll be here all night.
That is true. That is true.
We'll keep that in the works, though.
Spoiler. Well, don't pull a Jay Foreman and spoil me when I'm my first day. He's
Yeah.
like,
I should say I'm not leaving the ticket. No, I don't.
No, this guy is not leaving.
Yeah, that's not part of the spoiler. So don't worry about that.
No. 402-464-5685. You want to chime in? Me and Harrison rock with you for the next half hour, 25, 30 minutes. We'll see how that goes. Shifting gears. Transfer portal still going on. Nebraska picking up Danny Kalen, quarterback move over the weekend. A couple others.
Daniel, not Danny.
They call him Danny. Some people call him Danny.
Oh, I guess you do call him Danny Dimes. There's a little bit there. Yeah, okay.
Kalen.
I see where you're going.
People called him that. Then when he played at Bell West, a lot of people called him that. So
I'm not on that basis. Not a nickname basis.
Not a
with
nickname
him
basis. But yeah, Dylan Raiola was the big move. I know everybody's talked about it. I think every show on, besides, the wrestlers probably didn't talk. I mean, I don't know. You were here. Did they talk about it?
No, we just left that one alone.
Good.
We had Caleb Smith, big Panthers fan. So we spent some time on that. And then Rich Lovett, big Patriots fan. It's been a good year for the boys.
It was a good year for both those teams.
Uh-huh.
Dylan Raiola going to Oregon officially. Not
surprised.
I mean, the rumors were pretty much Oregon or Miami. Both teams were still in the playoffs. So we were waiting to decide what's going to happen. I mean, Oregon's still an interesting choice because in the same conference, but there's still questions if Dante Moore is coming back or what his plans are, because that will really affect what Dylan Raiola does.
Well, is this true? I read somewhere along the lines that he was going to sit if Dante Moore decided to come back.
That's what Pete Thamel of ESPN reported, that there's a chance he may sit a year, which, I mean, you don't see very often.
Especially when you have the starting job.
You started at another Power 4 school and now, I'm going to go sit. I mean, if you're at here's an example, Mikey Keene. Do you know who that is?
Help me out.
So he played at Fresno State quarterback for a couple years. Played there. He was at Michigan this last year, sitting behind Bryce Underwood.
Okay.
So it makes sense. The non-Power 4 guy going from Fresno State to Michigan. Freshman. He's kind of like a mentor, basically,
right?
Is what he was. That's the only time I can really see it. If you're going from a smaller school, jumping to a bigger school to compete for a job, or vice versa. Like Braden Fowler Nicolosi is doing that, the Colorado State quarterback. I can't remember what school. I think he also is he a Michigan guy too?
He might be.
He's another one. He was the quarterback at Colorado State for when Shedeur Sanders didn't shake his hand or whatever that was after that game a couple years ago. He was playing there. He got benched, lost his starting job this year. Coach got fired at Colorado State. So a lot of things out of his control.
Mm-hmm.
he ends up making the jump. And it's just crazy how, he has Michigan. Braden Fowler, Nicolosi. He's going to be in Michigan this year. He was a 4-year starter at Colorado State, 31 starts. That's the only, he's obviously not going to push Bryce Underwood out.
No.
But he's a good option if Bryce Underwood gets hurt or something. He's a veteran quarterback. That's the only time you ever see.
Like us with Grahamstead.
Yeah, you see it like that. But
veteran quarterback coming from a lower division. You can come here.
You come here and,
if we need you, we'll put you in.
Situation happens. Yeah. Exactly. Like, that's what Nicolosi's going to do at Michigan. Like, Bryce Underwood gets hurt scrambling or something. This is a quarterback who can sling it. Colorado State, against Colorado in some of those games, some of those Mountain West games, that's what they did.
What do you think Dante Moore does here? Because it feels like a great year for him to go to the draft. I know some people are going to look at that last game and think it tanked his stock, but, Indiana's killing everybody. So I'm not really that worried about it.
It's one game. Yeah. One game body of work. He had a solid season.
And how far do you have to get before you don't name more? Like Mendoza?
So, exactly. Yeah. And then
Simpson?
Ty Simpson, but there's rumors that some schools are trying to poach him back out of going pro, which if the money talks, the money talks. But here's the thing. If you're Dante Moore, you have a lot of money riding on your shoulders here. If you go to the Jets or the Cardinals.
And I think he's a first rounder for sure. If you get the first round light, I think you go.
Some people put him above Mendoza for number one. You go number one, you're making, you're not in a great situation. Let's be honest here. Cam Ward wasn't in a great situation, but he showed flashes with the Titans.
And that's all you need.
And you get a lot of, you get paid. And that you become a pro. You can play there for 2-3 years. Some guys like Trey Lance or Zach Wilson didn't pan out, but you look at the opposite. You got guys like, Joe Burrow. Joe Burrow made it to the Super Bowl a couple years after his first couple years. You look at guys like Peyton Manning who traded out. I'm not comparing these guys to those guys, but that's just. And if you're Dante Moore, let's say he does go back to Oregon. He gets hurt. What happens?
His stock plummets.
And it's kind of like Drew Aller. Drew Aller last year when Penn State was making that run.
Yeah.
They were like, this guy should go to the draft. It's like, but he hasn't made enough starts. So he returns out of his control, gets hurt. Now he's in a situation where he could be a third-day guy, maybe an undrafted guy.
Yeah, he's going to get a shot, but it's a lot later than he would have liked it to be.
Exactly. So I think Dante Moore, if you're looking at the money, I think, you may go to the Jets, you may go to the Cardinals, but hey, you're the franchise guy. You are the guy. And New York media, that's a big deal. If you're the Jets quarterback, a lot of pressure. Sam Darnold had to deal with it. And he's
Zach Wilson, Sam Darnold, go through the list.
Aaron Rodgers obviously wasn't drafted there, but he had to deal with it too. I think if you're Dante Moore, I think I don't know how much money Oregon NIL is having up there, but
they're paying 2 quarterbacks now. So I don't know how much more money they have to give. That's the thing about bringing in Dylan Raiola and say Dante Moore comes back. That's a lot of capital between just 2 quarterbacks.
Yeah, and you're Oregon
Which
football.
surprises me with Oregon that you'd be cool with that because you're paying a top dollar guy with another top dollar guy.
So if you're Dante Moore, the portal's still open.
Yeah.
Let's say they're putting all the stock into Dylan Raiola. Obviously, things didn't work out here in Nebraska. He goes there. And you're Dante Moore, and you're going, oh, what if there's an opening
at Indiana?
Or not? No, like a Miami right now.
Yeah,
Miami hasn't brought in like a quarterback yet. Carson Beck is obviously done after this year. So does a guy like Dante Moore take that risk and go to Miami, who's going to pay top dollar for a quarterback? Or does he go to the Jets? There's A, B, and C options. It's his choice, obviously. In my opinion, I think he goes to the NFL. I think the NFL, your stock is so high right now. The quarterback class isn't.
It's weak.
It's not great.
Yeah, it's weak this year. Maybe they go out and they have some guys that, play awesome and it turns out to be one of the better classes. But as they're recruiting it and scouting it right now, it's weak compared to years prior.
It's a 1-2 quarterback combo right now at the top.
Yes.
And I think if you get picked second overall, first overall, you're the guy. They're not bringing you in to compete. You are the guy. They draft you first round because they want you to play. Situation like J.J. McCarthy, they draft you because they think you're a project. These 2 guys are not they're day one. They're week 1 starters. And then with Dylan Raiola, shifting to that, Nebraska's going to play him next year.
Yep. Is that at home? Do we know? We know if it's at home or away.
So 2026 is in Eugene. 2027 is here in Lincoln.
Okay.
I wish it was flipped around just for the entertainment.
I'm glad it's not. I love my Husker fans, but just seeing the stuff on Twitter, I would be a little bit embarrassed by how some people handle that.
You got to think this guy is a 20-year-old, 19-year-old kid. I mean, I hate calling them kids, but they're still growing up.
Yeah, fair.
And there's a lot of, fans. There's a lot of toxicity on social media. That's just how social media is. Let the guy do his thing. Obviously, I mean, without him, would Nebraska be in back-to-back bowl games?
No.
Let's look at that. He paid his dues. It obviously wasn't the savior of the program or the, back to national title contenders, but he got Nebraska in the right step. Was it always pretty? No. Was it always flashy? No. But he put Nebraska in a place that could keep them successful.
Yeah, and I always kind of fall on, you don't have to like the kid. I'm not telling you that. Just don't be the guy who's, in his 30s, 40s, 50s, actively hating on someone that you don't know and he doesn't know you. But yeah, you don't have to like him. I don't care about that part. You do you. You don't have to like everybody. But, it kind of goes back to, I think a lot of people started to think he was worse. And some people convinced themselves that he was the problem with the program and then that we just need TJ Lateef. And TJ Lateef wins one game versus UCLA, arguably the easiest game left on the schedule once Dylan Raiola went down. And then we get blown out by the next three opponents.
And they weren't even close.
That's not on TJ Lateef's fault, but I'm just saying, clearly the new quarterback wasn't going to fix everything that's wrong with this team.
No.
Even if Dylan Raiola goes in there, I don't think we win any of those games either, but it just goes to show, listen, he was not the problem. There's a lot of problems going on with Husker football, and the quarterback is not the sole issue. If you don't like him and you're happy for him to go, that's fine. Just don't be celebrating it like it's a huge victory for Nebraska because we still haven't done anything.
And I've seen people compare him and the people Nebraska has brought in quarterbacks wise. You don't know that. You don't know, everything looks, like Jeff Sims came in and everybody thought it was, this is going to be the guy.
Yeah, he got the single digit jersey, first man off the bus. Wow, look at this guy.
Nothing is nothing is guaranteed.
No.
Nebraska has more depth, I'll say, at quarterback going into 2026, the 2026 season at the moment than they did last year.
Is that Colandrea's job to lose before we move on to the next break here?
I would say.
Or do you think it's pretty open?
I think it's his job. I think he was the guy. He has multiple years as a starting quarterback. Obviously has played in different situations, UNLV, Virginia, different coordinators, different coaches. Kalen obviously was here at Nebraska. Didn't really play. Was here. He's a hometown guy. So that's a nice little story. We had that with Hendrick Harburg too.
Yep.
Goes to Virginia, doesn't win the job. Chandler Morris, he's kind of in the same situation. More experienced quarterback. Chandler Morris coming from TCU, took that opportunity, won the job. And then you have TJ Lateef, who played in a handful of games. He started 4 or 5 games. Won the UCLA game, obviously, and then was in the Penn State, Iowa State, Utah.
Yeah, he got 5 starts on his belt.
I think you go with the most experienced guy. Obviously, it feels crazy that we were in the Kenny Minchie situation. That feels like a lifetime ago after last week. But I think it's Colandrea's to lose. I think he's the guy. Experience makes a difference in college football. I think coaches like guys who have been in multiple different situations. I think it's his to lose.
Well, I think they go get Daniel Kalen first. If it's not Colandrea's to lose.
Exactly. I think he's just a depth guy. Because Nebraska, it feels like forever ago that Nebraska's had a season where a quarterback has stayed healthy the entire season. I feel like there's a lot of
yeah, that is very true.
Adrian Martinez got banged up. And
Casey Thompson got banged up. Dylan Raiola got banged up. Who's next?
It felt like there's always a backup quarterback who came out. that's years. You go back. Pearsonell, you could probably ask him. Yeah, there were some years where they threw in different quarterbacks.
Yeah, Riker Fife had to play a little bit there.
Exactly.
Because Taylor Martinez with turf toe. That one is a little bit different. Unfortunately, the quarterbacks as of late have been going out because they're getting hit so damn much.
Yeah, this is
which is a tougher turf toe happens. This one's like we got to protect our guys here.
Depth is key. So we'll be back here on Late Night Lincoln. Nick Whyman, Harrison Arns. We'll wrap it up. We're going to switch gears back to some Husker basketball.
Oh yeah,
they're
16-0, number 8 in the country.
Kind of a big deal. Game tomorrow. We'll preview that coming up next.
93.7 The Ticket is proud to provide listeners with daily opportunities to win contests and prizes on our airwaves, and would like to take this opportunity to remind you of a couple rules. All participants must be 21 or older and must wait 30 days after winning a prize to participate in another contest. Once you win, you have 30 days to pick up your prize at the KNTK Studios, 1040 O Street in Lincoln, or your prize will be forfeited. Thank you for participating in our contests, and thank you for listening to 93.7 The Ticket.
The place you call home should always be a place of comfort. Warm and cozy in winter, cool and relaxing in summer. If your home isn't delivering the comfort you expect, call Bryant. It's more than just hot and cold to them. It's about providing the best comfort solutions. And Bryant gives you a full 24-month test drive on your home comfort system. Get full details at BryantLincoln.com or call 467-1111. Bryant Air Conditioning, Heating, Electrical, and Plumbing. Bryant, whatever it takes.
Back Nine Golf in South Lincoln is the premier indoor golf experience in the state. The weather in the winter months is cold, windy, and as unpredictable as a tee shot on the 450-yard par 4. With top-of-the-line full-swing simulators and a PGA teaching professional, Back Nine Golf is there to help you improve your game and lower your score. Back Nine Golf is open to the public with 24/7 access for members. Learn about Back Nine's variety of memberships today and see the facility for yourself at 7501 South 15th Street in Lincoln, just south of 14th and Pine Lake Road. Back Nine Golf, your premier indoor golf and events destination.
Hey, it's me, your cell phone. We need to talk about something serious. I know you love me. I know you like using me wherever you are, but I feel like this isn't working out when you're driving. I know you may think that it's possible to focus both on me and the road, but I just don't feel the same way. I think we should spend time away from each other when you're driving. It's for the best.
Visit StopTextStopWrecks.org. A message brought to you by the National Highway Traffic Safety Administration, Project Yellow Light, and the Ad Council.
From Chromebooks to whiteboards, today's classrooms are blending tradition with technology. Hi, I'm Tim Royers, president of the Nebraska State Education Association. Learning is evolving, and public schools are helping students succeed in a digital world. Stay engaged, stay curious, and support your child's learning both online and off. Sponsored by the Nebraska State Education Association, aired by the Nebraska Broadcasters Association and this station.
Ready, set, forward. Just announced 0% for 66 months with approved credit on all 2025 Ford F-150s at Zollner, Ford of Beatrice. Save thousands in finance charges. If your current pickup loan's 4, 5, 6% or more, trade in today and receive 0% for up to 66 months on a brand new 2025 Ford F-150 of your choice at Zollner, Ford of Beatrice, Nebraska's volume dealer with the hometown service you expect.
Fast plays, big swings, and momentum that shifts in an instant. On Sunday, January 18th, Love Nebraska takes on Love Atlanta at Baxter Arena in a matchup packed with energy and high-level competition. First serve is set for 5 p.m. with some of the best professional volleyball athletes in the world battling every point. Add in youth volleyball night for the local kids and club teams, and you have a can't-miss night in Omaha. Secure your seats and feel the intensity live at lovebneb.com/tickets. Hey, Lincoln and the surrounding area, Yin and Yang Acupuncture and Rune Wind Healing Arts is now open at 1701 South 17th Street in Suite 3G and ready to help you improve your general health. If you're experiencing pain, headaches, or any other issues, give Yin and Yang Acupuncture a call today at 402-480-1014 to schedule your appointment. For those struggling with deep tissue pain or just need an experienced massage therapist to melt the stress away, call Rune Wind Healing Arts at 402-601-9721 and schedule your appointment now. Visit Yin and Yang Acupuncture and Rune Wind Healing Arts today in Lincoln at 1701 South 17th Street in Suite 3G.
Mario fue pintor más de 30 años. Cuando me dijo que se le estaban olvidando las cosas, fue difícil. Un día me dijeron que pintara el marco del lado por dentro y pinté el lado de afuera.
Yo le diría a la gente que le diga a su familia lo que está pasando con él.
Si algo se nota diferente, podría ser Alzheimer. Es momento de hablarlo. Visita alz.org/nuestras historias para saber más. Un mensaje de the Alzheimer's Association y the Ad Council.
Deciding on a college with your high school senior can be a little overwhelming for parents. But applying for money to pay for it is simple. FAFSA, the free application for federal student aid, is now easier than ever with fewer questions and faster fill-out times. If you have a high school senior, now is the time to apply for thousands of dollars for classes, books, and housing. Get started, Nebraska, at dothefafsa.org. Sponsored by Education Quest Foundation. Aired with the Nebraska Broadcasters Association and this station.
There's no better way to spark a child's imagination than to get lost in the adventure of a good book. I'm Jenny Benson, president of NSEA. Working together, parents and teachers can help every child succeed. You can help by reading to your child and let your child read to you. Encourage reading in your home and make it a priority. Make reading fun and a time that you and your child look forward to spending together.
Sponsored by the Nebraska State Education Association, aired by the Nebraska Broadcasters Association in the station.
Back to Late Night in Lincoln live on 93.7 The Ticket. Here are your hosts, Harrison Arens and Derek Pearson.
Last segment here, Late Night in Lincoln. Nick Whyman alongside Harrison Arens. Quick little segment to wrap you up on this Monday night.
Nebraska, a couple minutes.
Yeah, a couple minutes. Nebraska basketball. Big game tomorrow night back home against the Oregon Ducks.
Spread is 10.5. Nice to see those numbers.
Yeah, I mean, moved up in the polls, 8th in the nation. Crazy times. Game tomorrow night, 8 o'clock BTN. Oregon coming in 8-8. Oregon's usually a team that comes in, you know, they get the March Madness and they turn it on, I feel like.
I thought they were going to be one of the better teams when the Big Ten and Pac-12 collided. And so far, Oregon's been pretty disappointing.
They when they do get the March Madness, they're like a 7-9 seed or whatever, and they somehow make a run, it feels like. But this year's team, Nebraska, ESPN Match Predictor gave him an 83.4% chance to win for Nebraska. I still don't really understand the Match Predictor on ESPN, but 83%.
It's nice to see when it's more red than the other color.
Yes, Nebraska, big favorites, up to 11.5 now. So
more people going on Nebraska.
Have you seen tickets are like hard to come by?
Only 2 games are still available for purchase. That's not on a third-party website.
That is
sold out for everything but 2 games.
That is wild. Like that is. I remember how easy it was to get tickets a couple years ago. Years ago, even like in college, I remember it was like obviously you had the student tickets or whatever, but like
if you want to get tickets for your family, it didn't cost you much.
And exactly, you could get. They play like Sunday at like 1 o'clock against like you name it, like an Illinois or something like that, who was always near the top 25. You could just take the family and go, you know, have your Sunday brunch and then go to the game. Now they're the Beatles of Nebraska, pretty much. They are the talk of the town. It's awesome to see.
Well, they're talk of the college basketball world, which is cool. Like Nebraska basketball is such a headline just across, not here locally, but everyone wants to know a little bit about what the hell's going on here in Lincoln for a school that has zero history of being anything other than bad outside of one All-American, a Big 8 conference championship, a few jerseys retired, most of them all the way back in the 70s. Like, things are awesome. It's fun to watch. They got Oregon tomorrow. What are your thoughts? What's your prediction?
I hope they handle business. You know, don't fall behind by 16 like you did, like they did against Indiana. Just handle business, get out of town, get a win, move on to the next one. That's Saturday against Northwestern. I mean, there's a good chance Nebraska and Michigan are on a collision course. Michigan has lost a game to Wisconsin. That game is going to be
the team we beat by 30?
The team Nebraska beat by 30. It will be a big deal. So
yes, it will.
Tomorrow morning, early break will start you off today. Another loaded schedule for us over here at 94.7 The Ticket. Have a good night, everybody. Harrison Arens, Nick Whyman. Have a great night.
If you or anyone you care about is facing a family legal matter, call Cordell & Cordell today at 1-855-GET-LEGAL or visit CordellCordell.com.